Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I know I haven't posted any videos in a while. I've just been really busy this summer. We've gone on a couple vacations, so I haven't been posting as much as I would like to. My channel is very new. I am going to get back on a good posting schedule. So for those of you who have subscribed, I thank you so much. It means so much to me. Today we're going to be talking about ILIA Beauty. I have finally tried all of their products. They have a lot. They're a full line. They have quite a few products. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'll talk about all of them individually, and then I will insert clips of me actually putting them on my face today. So everything on my face today is ILIA. Some of them worked out, some of them didn't. My makeup is not the best today. I'm not extremely happy with it, but I like some of the things. So we'll talk about them. I'll let you know my top 3 favorites and the top 3 I think you should avoid. So let's get started. By the way, I'm so sorry if you can hear that background noise. The maintenance guys are like being super loud with the blower, so I'm sorry if that's in the background. There's really nothing I can do about it. So I'm just gonna go in order of how I did my makeup. So I started with foundation, and ILIA has 3 complexion products as far as like the base foundation goes. They have their True Skin Serum Foundation with niacinamide and allantoin. That's aloe infused. And then they have the Super Serum Skin Tint, which is my absolute favorite. And then their most recent launch, which is their Skin Rewind Complexion Stick. Now, today I used the foundation. This is the newest one to me. I've only been using it for a couple weeks. I'll start with this one. This one is my least favorite of the 3. Every single time I've put this on my face, I don't like it. I just don't think it's suited for dry skin. When I put it on, I just feel like my skin looks dehydrated. It doesn't look hydrated. It doesn't look nice and plump, and I don't like that. So if you were to ask me about this, if you should get this, I would say no, especially if you have dry skin, but it may work out for some people. It just did not work out for me. Then we have their foundation, which I'm usually a big fan of serum foundation. I find them to be the most hydrating. This one is definitely hydrating. I don't think my problem with it is that it makes my skin look dehydrated. My issue with it is it doesn't seem to go on very smooth. So today I applied the foundation with a damp beauty blender. This is my favorite way to apply this specific foundation. And this is a medium coverage foundation, so it is going to cover up my breakouts a little bit, but not completely cover them. So I'll have to go back over with concealer. My complexion today is not that good. I did have some patchiness on the forehead and kind of around this area from the foundation. So that's disappointing. When I first tried this, I really liked it, but today it just didn't go on very well. It may be a combination of like my primer or moisturizer that I use, but in my opinion, I think a good foundation should perform well no matter what base you have under it. So I don't hate this. I don't think it looks the worst on my skin, but it's really not a favorite that I'm going to be reaching for a lot. But I do think it's better than the Stick Rewind foundation. I'm curious if any of you have tried this. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if it was patchy for you or if you loved it. I'm just curious. And then my absolute favorite out of the 3 is their Super Serum Skin Tint. This has the SPF of 40 with niacinamide, squalane, and hyaluronic acid. This is like in my top 3 favorite skin tints of all time, like of all the beauty brands. This is definitely in my top 3. I would wear it every single day if I wasn't always trying new makeup products to review. This just makes my skin look so hydrated, so juicy, so plump. It goes on smooth. I've never had an issue with this, you know, going on top of a product that it didn't mix well with. It always just makes my skin look nice and smooth. And even though it's a skin tint, it does give me enough coverage to where it covers up my hyperpigmentation that I have towards the back of my cheeks. So, you know, it gives me nice coverage. It gives me that dewy, hydrated look that I love. I can just always count on this to look good. So If you are interested in trying some products from ILIA, this is definitely one that I would highly recommend you get first. Next, we'll talk about their True Skin Serum Concealer. And I apologize, it looks so gross because today when I went to open it, this middle part right here like came off. So it kind of just exploded, which is really annoying. It's just been bothering me this whole time. But anyways, this is not my favorite concealer. It's not the worst one I've ever tried. So I just apply a little bit of concealer to my under eyes and also my eyelids to prep for eyeshadow, and then a little bit on my breakouts as well. And then I'm going to set that with the ILIA Loose Setting Powder. It goes on nicely. It does kind of from afar brighten up my eyes quite a bit, but up close as I kind of wear it throughout the day, it definitely creases a lot more than I would like it to. And I did set it with the ILIA setting powder, which I'll talk about next. And it still gives me just a lot more creasing than I would like, and perhaps I need to try a lighter shade. Almost like it oxidizes, and that might just be me being crazy, but like when I put it on, it looks a lot lighter, and then like throughout the day, it looks like it just like the color changes a little bit. It gets a little bit darker. So I don't know if that's happened to anyone else, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely not the worst I've ever tried, but just like the foundation, I'm not gonna be reaching for this concealer over other ones that I think are better. And then we have their loose setting powder. What is this actually called? Fade Into You Soft Focus Finishing Powder. So this one I like. I think it's really light and fluffy. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. It doesn't feel dry on my skin. Now, I'm not really a big powder person. I don't wear powder every day. I really only wear powder like if like I have an event or something I'm going to where I need my makeup to last all day. Then I will wear powder. But this one isn't bad. I think it gets the job done, at least, for several hours. I just don't really love it. I think there are other powders out there that I would be more excited about. Okay, let's move on to eyes. So I am a big fan of their micro tip brow pencil. I lost the other cap here. But it's just, your traditional, you have the little spoolie on this side. And then this one's pretty small. It has a very nice round point, which I like. It's small. I can get in there, be precise. I don't do much with my eyebrows. I just like to fill in my holes. I'm not really into like shaping or anything like that. So this is easy for me to use. It's so small. I throw it in my purse a lot, so I have it to touch up my eyebrows throughout the day. And then I also do like their brow gel, in-frame brow gel is what it's called. I think these two together are a nice pair. I don't have anything bad to say about them. I use them a lot, actually. I just like my eyebrows to look as natural as possible, so I just fill in the holes and then set them with the gel. If you are in need of some new eyebrow products, I don't think you'll be disappointed with these. Now we'll move on to eyeshadow. So ILIA has these liquid, what's the actual name? These liquid powder chromatic eye tints. I have two shades. I have Hatch and Glaze. I have reviewed this before on my channel, the shade Hatch. I didn't really care for it. Today I used Glaze because I wanted to give it another try. So I apply the liquid shadow all over my lid, and then I'll just take a fluffy brush and use that to blend it out. They have two eyeshadow palettes. It's called the Necessary Eyeshadow Palette, and they have a cool nude and a warm nude. Now, I definitely prefer their eyeshadow palettes over their eye tint. I don't think these look good on the eye. How patchy that is. Hopefully I'll close my eyes so you can see. But it's very, it goes on nicely and I can get it blended out and it looks decent, but it breaks up really fast. It starts to look patchy and I just don't like that. So I just haven't had good luck with these. I'm more inclined to grab one of their eyeshadow palettes. The warm nude one is my favorite, which is interesting because I'm usually a cool toned eyeshadow girl because I'm fair skinned and I think cool tones complement my skin tone more. So I'll show you the cool toned one. We had an accident with this one. The top part unfortunately broke out, but this is the cool nudes. I definitely tend to use the warm nudes much more. I really like this shimmer shade up here. So a go-to look for me is like starting with this all over my lid and then using these two to create some depth, and then I really like the shimmer shade. I think the eyeshadow formula is nice. I think it lasts a while, it stays in put, it goes on smooth. I don't have anything bad to say about it, so I think if you were to pick up this eyeshadow palette, I don't think you would be disappointed. So ILIA has two different mascaras. They have their Limitless mascara, which is the more popular one, and then they also have, what is this one called? Their Fullest Volumizing Mascara. I'm not sure which one is newer, but you definitely hear more about this one a lot because, in my opinion, it's much better. So today I did use the what is it called again? The Fullest Volumizing Mascara. And as you can see, this one definitely leaves a lot more transfer underneath the eyes than I would like, much more transfer than this one. This one I love because I can put it on and it will keep my lashes in place all day and it hardly has any transfer. I just can count on it to look good all day. And this one, although I think this one makes my lashes look a little bit more soft and wispy than this one, like I said, it just, after I put it, like 10 minutes after I put it on, I already had a lot of like transfer down here. I have watery eyes, so I struggle with mascara. When it wants to like not dry and just transfer on my under eyes a lot, I just can't stand that. I don't think this one's horrible. I just don't really care for the wear of it. I definitely think if you are gonna get one of them, I think the Limitless is much better. Okay, let's move on to bronzer. So ILIA used to have a powder bronzer. I never got a chance to try it because when I went to buy it, it was gone. Like they must have discontinued it, I'm assuming. Couldn't find it on the ILIA website or Sephora. They do have their multi-sticks that they sell. They have a lot of blush shades, but they also have some shades that could be used as a bronzer and a highlighter. I don't really care for any of the shades as a highlighter, they're just too dark for me. But in the City, which is this color, it works for me as a bronzer in terms of the shade. Now I don't know if I don't think they have a deeper shade than this, so if you have a deeper complexion, I don't think they have a bronzer. So I think they should come out with another kind of bronzer or maybe new shades of this. I don't know if you can tell, but it went on today. Very patchy. And I have used it before as a bronzer and I feel like it didn't look this bad. I'm not sure what happened today, but it definitely does not look great. Like if I was gonna put on a cream bronzer for the day, there's way many more options that I have in my collection that I would reach for over this. But because I was doing a full face of ILIA, you know, I wanted to use an ILIA product for my bronzer, but today it definitely went on very patchy, not very smooth on the skin, just doesn't look one with the skin. So I don't recommend trying to use this as a bronzer. However, I do like the multi-sticks for blush. I have several of the colors back there. There's an airplane going by. Today I use the shade At Last, which is like a cool toned berry shade. And I did struggle with these a little bit today. Usually I don't, but I usually don't wear powder. So I'm wondering if the powder I put on today had an issue with this. So the thing about these is they're not the creamiest. So you'll see in the clip that I insert. So it's definitely not the smoothest application. There is a little bit of drag while applying it. And you can see here I am struggling a bit to get this blended out evenly on my cheek. I definitely had to work a little bit harder to get this blended out and even. So I do think these have good longevity. I do think they last quite a while. I really like the color range. I like how small and convenient they are. Are they my favorite cream blush of all time? No, but I don't think they're bad. By the way, this is a lip and cheek product, and I do also think they're really nice on the lips. So I put this on my lips today. and I do really like it on the lips. It's nice and moisturizing, so not my favorite, but overall, I still would say this is a good product. So now we're gonna talk about their lip products, which honestly are my favorite out of their line. So I'm just taking off that multi-stick that I put on, and I wanna first talk about their newest product, which is their lip crayons. I love these. I love specifically the shape of them. I love that, you know, it's a thicker stick, so it's easier to apply and it makes it really easy to fill in your lips as well. What I like to do with lip liner is, you know, shape my lips, and then I like to fill in my lips a little bit because I feel like it lasts, the color lasts longer. It makes my lipstick last longer. And so with these, it's so easy to fill in my lips. So let me go ahead and put it on. I'm using the shade Genry. I hope I'm saying that right. I also think the color range is really nice to fill in. I'm actually gonna smudge the top part out with my finger. So super easy application. I really like the color range. They're not too drying on the lips, but they have good longevity. I just think they're a really nice lip liner. And then ILIA has a color block lipstick line, and then they also have their lip balms, their Balmy Tint Hydrating Lip Balms. Now, their lip balms are my favorite. They are so hydrating and creamy on the lips. These are extremely pigmented. They're almost like a lipstick, honestly. I think this color combo would be so pretty for the fall time, which is coming up fast. I have reviewed the lipsticks before on my channel. This is the shade Rosette, which is one of my favorites, but I also love their lipsticks. I think their lipsticks have great longevity. Like, I put this on and I promise you it'll be on for like hours. I don't have to touch it up. So this one's like one of my favorites. It's like a mauve-y kind of red. So I wear this all the time. And the last lip product I want to talk about are their Balmy Gloss Tinted Lip Oils. So I don't reach for these very often. I just don't really care for them. Out of all their lip products, this is my least favorite. I am not really a huge fan of like liquid lipstick type of products. I just think they dry out my lips, and this one is kind of like that. It's called a lip oil, but it's really not like any other lip oil that you would think of. Like when I think of the Kosas lip oils, or what are some of the other ones? Gissu lip oils, the Summer Friday, like lip balm oils. They're not like that consistency. They're more of like a formula that's going to go on your lips and kind of dry down, which, you know, can be good for longevity, but I personally just thought that this product was a little bit too drying on my lips. I didn't hate it. It's not the most drying thing. It just, out of all their lip products, it would be my least favorite. Almost forgot their highlighter. This is their Liquid Light Serum Highlighter. So you can kind of use this multiple ways. You can use this all over your face if you really want an intense glow. I usually just like to take a tiny little pump. A little bit goes a long way with this stuff. So, whoops, just like squirt it out a lot. Here, I'll just kind of rub this on the back of my hand to show you. This isn't my favorite highlighter. I'm not usually a big fan of liquid highlighters anyways. I prefer cream and powder highlighters over liquid, but I'll just show you. It's definitely really pretty. So I usually just take a little bit of it and just use my finger to put it on my nose. So, I mean, you can see that definitely added a nice shine to my nose. I'll do a little bit on my cheeks. Definitely glowy. Not a bad highlighter at all. Really, it's not. I just have others that I like better. But in terms of a liquid highlighter, I think it's good. Okay, last product we're gonna talk about is their setting spray. I have a cute little mini size of it. This is their Blue Light Mist Hydrate Set Protect. I don't reach for this as much as some of the other ones that I have. Oh, that's sprayed or not, okay. Make sure you always spray it once. Sometimes it can be kind of clogged up and then you can get like a weird uneven spray. So it's good to always do one first. Yeah, I think I remember why I don't really reach for this that much, because the sprayer on it is not that good. Like I just sprayed it on and it just, so you can see like it kind of just left a bunch of big wet dots versus just being like a nice mist on my face. Yeah, so it's not my favorite sprayer. And it smells like sunblock, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I just think it smells like sunblock. Let me know if you've tried this and you think it smells like sunblock, or maybe I'm just crazy. But it has that sunblock smell. I don't know. Okay, so that was all the products by ILIA. Now I just want to give you my top 3 recommendations. These are the 3 products that I think are the best of the brand. If you're going to spend money on ILIA, then I think you won't be disappointed with these 3. So the first one, no surprise, is their Super Serum Skin Tint. I've already said it multiple times. I love this stuff. I've never had a bad experience. It's super popular. It's like a very viral product for good reason. So highly recommend this, especially if you have dry skin. I think you will absolutely love this. So that's the first one I recommend. And then the second 2 products I recommend are going to be lip products. Like I said, I think they make really nice lip products. So the first one is their newest addition, which is their Lip Sketch crayons. They're so cute. They actually do look, you can see, like a crayon. Cutest packaging, and like I said, easiest application, really nice color range. I don't think anyone would be disappointed with this. And then their lip balms. If you are someone that maybe you don't like to wear lipstick every day, or even you're just not really a lipstick person, I think you would really like this because it's not a lipstick, it's a balm, but it gives you the color payoff that a lipstick would. They're very creamy, they feel great on the lips, they last a long time. I wear these a lot, I love them. These 2 paired together will last hours on your lips, I promise. These 3 right here are my top favorite from the brand. So if you want my recommendations, highly recommend these 3. I don't think you will be disappointed in them. If you are interested in the ILIA products and you click on the links below that I have linked, it does help me out through commissions, which just gives me the encouragement and the ability to be able to continue making videos on my channel. So that would be super helpful. And for those of you that have subscribed, again, thank you so much for supporting me as a new channel. I'm slowly kind of trying out different clean beauty brands. If you want me to review a certain brand, definitely comment below and let me know, and I will definitely make sure I make that one a priority. I think my next video is going to be a review of Kosas or Lawless. I finally have tried all of the products from Kosas and Lawless, and I'm ready to do a brand review of both of them. So watch out for those videos. If you are a new subscriber, I would love it if you could comment your name just so I can get to know my subscribers. So thank you so much for the support. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next video.